with me here, Mr. Kweku Watson. The Nkyinkim is not Akan word.
Yeah, the Nkyinkim is an Akan word. In Akan, if you say chim, it means twist.
Twist, okay.
And if you add another chim, it means turn. Okay? So in chim, meaning twist and turns of life. Okay? It reminds us of how straight life is not. Wow. Okay? Life is never a straight line. Whether you are poor, whether you are rich, it will never go straight for you. So it reminds us that there will be trials, there will be tribulations, there will be challenges in life. Yeah, that is why Africans are relaxed when they are faced with challenges, because they know that the challenges is part of life. That is the meaning behind the name Nkyinkim Museum. Yeah.
So there is some images here. Can you please help me and those who are watching you to know meaning or get deeper understanding of the images and the fruit and the toffees over here?
Yeah, the Ancestor Veneration ceremony is a ceremony where people come to venerate their ancestors. Venerate simply means to pay respect to their ancestors. And then here at Nkyinkim Museum, we use a very popular and a very ancient Akan way of paying homage to the dead person, where they will use a sculpture. They will build a clay sculpture anything from a pot, and sometimes a sculpture that looks like a head of a person. They will make it hollow, which means there will be space inside, and then they will store some DNA samples of the dead person, things that will not rot, like hair and fingernails, which is still being practiced today by some people who believes in it and some people who knows the way. Okay, it is both spiritual and it is both therapeutic and scientific. Yes. So today people will come and take a head, a vessel, and then they will go to the ancestral sites, and then they will go and lay them to rest. So when you take the vessel, it can either represent you or it can either represent that other ancestor who has passed on. Okay, so in a way for you to say prayers for them, you will take a terracotta head, and then you will go to the ancestral grounds. And
any head, or you have particular head that you can take?
Yes, so the most important thing for the practice is that you have to have your hair and your fingernails in it to represent you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a particular kind of head or a particular kind of shape. Yes.
Okay, so this one, somebody will say that how can you identify, or are you buying it and go? Somebody will also say that where exactly is the ancestral home? Is it here, or you have a place that you can send it to?
Yeah, I know that you are new here, but we have the ancestral grounds right here.
Okay.
So when you take the sculpture, you will go to the ancestral grounds, offer your prayers, and then you will leave it there at the ancestral grounds. So all the sculptures are staying here. They are not for a take-go. Okay. And then we will give you the sculpture when you make a donation to the cause. We need to know that you support the cause before we give you a sculpture. The sculptures themselves are not for sale. The gifts are not. The gifts themselves are for sale, but the sculptures are not for sale. So when you buy a gift, we give you a sculpture, or you can just buy the gifts, and then it's very optional. It's very flexible. Yeah. So the sculptures here are for the people to take and make it theirs, say prayers on it, and go to the ancestral grounds to drop them. Yes.
Most of our brothers and sisters, the diaspora. This morning, as I came here, I met a beautiful lady. She said she's from US, and I asked her where exactly in Ghana is she coming from. She said she doesn't know. So somebody like this, how would a person take the sculpture and use it to replace her ancestors?
Yeah, exactly. It's a good question. We have ushers around. We have more than 20 ushers who are trained to educate the people. And we the griots, we are also there for the education, because people, it's a 4-day program, but people have only come for the day. Yeah, during the 4 days, during the last 2 days, we've been explaining the practice and the rituals to the people that came to learn. Yeah, so it is our responsibility to teach the people that does not know what is happening. Yeah, so like I said, we have ushers, and any of the griots can also help you to understand what is happening. So we do a tour, we bring you to the gifts table, and then we explain to you.